The Deceitful Prophets, a chilling tale. In a thriving African city, 4 men claimed to be mighty men of God, performing miracles and bringing hope to thousands. Pastor Joshua, Pastor David, Pastor Emmanuel, and Pastor Chris led some of the biggest churches in the country. Their sermons were fiery, their miracles captivating, and their lifestyles luxurious. Each had a reputation for being a man of God, yet their hearts were far from Him. Behind the facade of righteousness, they hid a terrifying secret that would one day shake the foundations of their ministries. The rise to fame. Each of the pastors came from humble beginnings. Pastor Joshua had grown up in a small village, where he was known for his sharp mind and leadership skills. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches with piercing eyes and a booming voice, he easily commanded attention. His congregation adored him, calling him the prophet of power because of the dramatic healings and miracles he performed on stage. Pastor David, at 5 feet 9 inches, was soft-spoken and kind in demeanor. His soothing words drew people in, and his prophetic visions made him seem otherworldly. He claimed to receive direct messages from heaven, which kept his congregation hooked. Pastor Emmanuel, the youngest at 38 and 6 feet tall, had charm and charisma that made him the darling of the city. His muscular frame and polished appearance turned heads, and his confident preaching style drew thousands to his services. Pastor Chris, at 48, was known for his dramatic sermons, where he often wept or collapsed under the power of God. He was a slender man of 5 feet 10 inches, with slicked back hair and a golden tongue that could make anyone believe his words. Together, they were revered as the most powerful pastors in the country. Each of them drove the latest cars, lived in sprawling mansions, and wore expensive designer suits. Their churches overflowed every Sunday, with congregants coming from far and wide for miracles, blessings, and breakthroughs. But their power and fame didn't come from God. The pact with darkness. Years earlier, the 4 men had been struggling pastors with no followers and no money. Desperate for fame and fortune, they crossed paths with a mysterious man who introduced them to a secret occultic group. At their initiation, they were told they could have anything they desired: fame, wealth, miracles, and power if they pledged loyalty to the dark forces. Blinded by greed, they accepted the pact. From that day on, their churches grew rapidly. Their sermons captivated millions, and their miracles seemed undeniable. They could command the sick to rise, blind eyes to see, and barren women to conceive. But these miracles were illusions, fueled by the spirits they served. Their secret rituals. After every Sunday service, the 4 men would gather at an abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. The moment they entered,